welcome to our living room. This is From the Disney Couch. We're on movie number 24. We are cracking into the 1980s with...
Fox and the Hound.
Is it The Fox and the Hound?
Yeah, it is. Otherwise it'd be just Fox and Hound.
Fox and Hound. Yes. Now, have you guys seen this movie before?
I saw it once when I was really little, and I did not like it because the fox and the hound grew up. It's like in Bambi. Like they were cute and little, and then they were like teenagers, and I didn't like it. So,
Ew, who likes teenagers?
Yeah.
I think I had a babysitter who took me to see The Fox and the Hound, the same
Wait.
babysitter that took me to see Aristocats.
In the theater?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this film was really instrumental in sort of like making me really passionate about animals. It also kind of like reinforced, that childlike hunter's bad, animals good.
those poor things.
I think there's a single movie, like kids movie out there that supports hunters.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
because the animals all
interesting.
talk. Before we watch it, a few random facts about this movie. The big thing about this one is this represents the handoff from the older animators to the younger animators. The 9 old men, they were all retiring at this point, and halfway through production of this film, they passed it on to the new generation, who included people like John Lasseter,
Oh wow.
and Brad Bird, and Tim Burton.
Tim Burton?
Apparently,
Look for something creepy.
that's right.
Looks
Yeah.
with some big eyes.
Yeah,
So-
but Johnny Depp isn't in it, so I don't know how it works.
And also you found that some of the voice actors were Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
The start of his child acting career in Hollywood that went very, very awry.
Disney ruined his life.
Yeah, it started with Disney. And Kurt Russell.
Let's get ready for The Fox and the Hound.
Well, we all have several different directions. I slept. Ellie cried.
Ellie sobbed.
Do you need some Kleenex?
Yes, please.
I ate too many Skittles.
Yeah. So, all in all, a good movie watching experience.
Typical.
Between all of us, we pretty much covered all the possible reactions to this one.
It was sad. It was a real tear-jerking scene when Todd had to go off on his own.
The tear-jerking scene for me was the songs. I died a little bit inside whenever there was a song in this
Yeah,
movie.
the soundtrack was certainly lacking.
I did find the pacing a little slow in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Even though there were chase scenes and scenes of excitement.
They were very long
Yeah,
chase
that's
scenes.
true.
Yeah,
They were also very drawn out.
I was like zoning out.
That's not usual to zone out in a chase scene, like a
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
or death chase. I did like the artwork in this movie. I
That's
thought
true.
this had just the most rich background artwork, which
Yeah.
apparently Tim Burton was the concept artist.
Yeah, one of them anyway. They never used any of Tim Burton's sketches, so I don't know, they must have cut out all the spindly, creepy things. And they were left with a pretty nice looking forest, so
Yeah.
that was okay.
What did you like about the movie, Ellie?
When I cried.
You
It was
like-
moving. It's sweet. It's a nice movie.
My heart is at least 1 degree warmer than it was before watching The Fox and the
One
Hound.
size larger.
I definitely haven't seen that movie before.
Yeah.
At least not the whole thing, because that second half was like completely new to me.
Yeah.
I do not remember a long, protracted fight with a black bear with red eyes.
That was the part I slept through.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
remember that either.
That's
And I also loved the little, kind of almost like Scrat from Ice Age sort of subplot of like
The caterpillar.
the 2 birds versus the caterpillar. And like he always made the escape, but they kept on getting close. That really reminded me of Ice Age, honestly.
Let's get to the chart.
Okay,
The kiss.
those foxes never did kiss, did
They
they?
never had
Is it
like that
foxes
nose
or
touch
fox?
moment.
Fox eye?
Sigh.
Is it foxes?
Yeah, it's foxes.
Okay.
They never had that romantic nose touch that like Bambi gave us.
They had some snuggles.
And they had some Twitter patient.
Definite
Oh,
Twitter
yeah.
patience.
Yeah.
He like looks up and she's right there and she's like,
In a beam of golden light.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah, so we definitely had Twitter patient, but nothing we could call a kiss.
duet.
No.
So there was that song.
Just the owl sang.
Was
she
or something like that?
The music was really draggy, so I am glad that the owl was the only one singing, because she did have a good voice. She's probably some famous soul singer or
Yeah,
something
probably.
like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, the music was all the same and very draggy.
No duet on this one. And we're very thankful for that.
Hit song.
When you're friends.
When you're the best of friends, having so much fun together. You're not even aware you're such a funny pair.
How do you know these lyrics?
I don't know, subtitles. It was very repetitive.
Wow. Yeah, nothing here for hit song.
Yeah, we already discussed this.
But it was funny that the owl, Big Mama, was singing this really heartwarming song about the fox and the hound being the best of friends. We're going to be together forever. And then, like, almost the next scene, she's warning the fox, he's going to kill you one day. You got to stay away.
Make up your mind, Big Mama. No hit song. Witchy villain.
No
No.
witchcraft.
Nope.
Nothing
No
there.
magic. I
It
almost
was
thought
just-
like some magic would appear when there was these magic sparkles coming out of the tree, but then a butterfly flew out.
It's kind of magic.
It was
The
all
magic
very
of
natural.
transformation.
Yeah.
Ugly villain. So
Well-
I guess like Amos was the villain.
I think so, yeah.
But he was a villain, but like sometimes you were like on his good
Yeah,
side.
because
and
he was
most
a dog lover.
And most of the time you were on his bad side.
Yeah.
He was just like a little crazy and a little trigger happy, but he liked dogs.
He was
But-
an ornery old coot.
But was he ugly? If someone was to play Amos Slade in Disneyland, would they have to wear a mask?
I don't think so.
Probably.
Or could they get any ornery old coot and slap a mustache and a hat that flips up on him, and he would be Amos Slade?
He wasn't nice looking, but he was an old man. Like,
Yeah.
I think they could get a real guy to play Amos Slade in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Not
No.
ugly enough.
Yep. Amos, you're just too darn good looking.
Death by falling.
Chief almost died.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fell off the railroad
He broke
trestle.
his leg though. Like that
We
just
thought-
disqualifies it.
We thought he was a goner.
So in the book, Chief actually fell off the bridge and he died.
That
Makes
would
more
make sense.
Yeah.
Like him being alive did not help the plot at all.
I thought that's why Copper was like, I'll get you for this. Like, he was, like, filled with rage
Yeah.
over the death of his dog friend.
It
And
makes so
that-
much more sense.
That was part of the argument that would provide Copper with the right motivation, and they had actually drawn out an animated Chief dying, and then after many heated story conferences, I guess, they went back and they put in the scene where Chief's eyelids fluttered. And he
Interesting.
was still alive. So it was a fairly late decision to keep Chief alive, and I think it was basically just, we've never killed a main character in any of our films, and we're not going to start now.
Yeah, don't make it too dark. But
Yeah.
I think it was a mistake. It just didn't make sense to keep him alive. I thought as soon as his eyelids fluttered, I'm like, he's not gonna die. They're gonna keep him alive for some reason. But there was no reason. He was just there.
The dog lives,
Right.
but the
No death by
bear
falling.
did not.
Oh.
So right
How
near
do you
the
know?
end, the bear chased the fox across a tree over the waterfall. Tree broke, they both fell down. Fox crawled out of the water, we never saw the bear again. I
Yeah.
think we can
Bear's
presume
dead.
for the bear it was death by fall.
Alcohol.
Nope.
I didn't see any.
I bet Amos had some, like...
Yeah, I fully expected there to be a moonshine scene in there somewhere,
Yeah.
but I don't think they did it.
Maybe Disney cleans up right around this time.
Maybe.
Missing parents.
Yes. Todd's
Yes.
mother
Oh,
was
right.
killed.
Yeah,
The
that's
very
it.
opening.
Yeah.
There's no will on that.
Okay.
His mother's name.
Yeah.
Which actually,
It was very Nemo-esque, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
it's just from the get-go. Like, this poor fox is running.
Yeah, it starts with this action sequence of a fox running across magnificently painted landscapes.
Yeah, and you just hear the dog, and you hear the baying, and you hear the gunshot. Yeah, it was quite the opening.
All right.
Yeah.
So not just missing, but dead parents.
You poor little fella.
Dad with a stash. Amos was like the dog dad.
The doggy
Amos.
daddy.
He just had a stash, but he wasn't a dad. He was just a guy.
He's a dead father.
What
dog.
about Chief? He was a father
Chief
figure.
did not
to
have a
Thomas.
mustache. He's a dog.
Did he have kind of a thing?
A
No,
dog
he didn't.
stash? No.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Amos wasn't a dad. Chief didn't have a stash. There were no other dads. No dad with a stash on this one.
And talking animals.
Yes!
I'm Hound Dog.
Okay, covered. Next.
Unlikely partnership.
Well, a fox and a
I
hound.
Yeah,
never
but
thought
they
of
got
this.
along.
Yeah, they were friends right from the
They
start.
were friends.
Yeah.
You'd think the fox and the hound would be qualified for an unlikely partnership.
Not our version of
But
unlikely
no,
partnership.
Jyra and her weird little definition. Narrow for unlikely partnership, and now we're stuck with it.
There's
so
so many movies that fall into the category. We just haven't reached them yet.
even the fox and the hound,
Yeah.
according to Jyra's
Definitely
rule
not.
book.
They were best friends. That's like,
Yeah.
no.
Unlikely friendship, but not unlikely partnership.
Okay.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hidden Mickey,
Yeah, we got a hidden Mickey on this one.
I think.
Of course.
Water.
There was water.
Water ripples, it's all it takes.
And speaking of the water, seems like the first time in a long time that we've harkened back to sparkles all through the Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be water, sun glinting off the water, dewdrops, kind of getting moved around on blades
Yeah.
of grass. And yeah, it kind of almost brought me back to like Pinocchio, where they just really loved their magic sparkle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The book intro.
It's based on a book, but they did not open that book.
Nope.
It was a spiderweb opening.
Yeah. And
Very silent, too.
Yeah, it was
We
like
had the volume
wind
cranked all the way
howling.
up. And then slowly the wind comes up.
Yeah.
And then, JC! Ah!
Oh my gosh, you freaked me out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, no book opening on this one.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Resurrection.
Well, what about Chief?
Nope.
no.
Well, we thought he was dead.
The
Yeah, he didn't
animators
die.
resurrected him in the plot line, but
Yeah.
He didn't die.
no.
He was never dead.
The final score for Fox and the Hound is...
4 out of 14.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's our lowest
Pretty
one
bad.
so far.
That's the lowest one yet. Scores 4 points, which goes right here at the bottom. This is our least Disney movie yet.
Yeah.
I kind of
Fox and
want
the Hound, thanks for coming out.
I kind
You
of want
get
to.
a copy of the From the Disney Couch home game.
I kind of want to give it half a mark now for like resurrection and like half a mark for kids.
No mercy.
Half a mark for pity. Okay, so we have found the bottom of the Disney barrel.
Yeah, I think we've watched less enjoyable Disney movies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And if you're in the mood for a good cry over lonely animals, this is a good pick for you. It's not a bad movie. It's not our favorite movie.
It's just
But-
not a very Disney movie.
Thanks for joining us from the Disney Couch. We will see you next time as we explore the Black Cauldron. If you like the video, then make sure to like it, subscribe, comment, do all those YouTube-y things, and it will make us feel like somebody's watching this. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Oh, now can we watch the bonus feature?
Actually, we did watch all the bonus features.
Oh, we did too. We watched them in the van.
What were they? I don't remember.
To the chart.
Oh, yes.
I can smell the Skittles. When was the last time you brushed your teeth?
This morning.